Well, hello guys. We made it after a little bit of technical difficulty and not quite. We almost weren't going to make it by 10 after to do our live today. So we are back for another episode of Percepta Prep. And today I've got a few members of our talent acquisition team in Houston joining. We are going to be talking a little bit about some of the new tools that we're putting together to enable employee success. Today, we're specifically talking about equipment and equipment pickup and setup. So, Angela, do you want to just kind of kick this off with kind of what our efforts have been focused around and what we might be able to share with our new hires?
Yeah, so lately we've been holding feedback sessions with some of our new hires and trying to just get around the tools that they need to better understand how to prepare them for their first day at Percepta. So we've made a couple of videos, one about actually picking up your equipment on day one, and then a second video that shows how to actually put together the equipment. A couple of things that I learned in the process. One is that, it's very important that you have a dedicated workspace. Even though you're working from home, you do have to have, some kind of desk. It doesn't have to be a fancy desk. It can just be a table, and you'll see here in a minute where I actually just used an old folding table and threw a sheet over it. But you need a dedicated workspace or a table, desk. And then it also needs to be large enough for all of the equipment that we're going to give you on your first day with Percepta.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at that time-lapse video in a moment. It's going to be super helpful, I think, when people are thinking about coming to work for us, and it really paints a good picture for them just how much space you need. And I feel like you two are little superstars in Houston. And Chris, you probably made your video directorial debut. And I'm really impressed by the quality of product that you guys put together. We're going to see a little snippet in a moment, but how did you guys do that? What tools did you use? How do you create professional looking videos on the fly like that?
Sure, I can speak on that a little. So for this, we actually just used a phone. I have an iPhone 12 Pro Max, and the only other piece of equipment was I picked up a new gimbal, which is it's the DJI Osmo, and it basically just helps to stabilize the footage. And yeah, we used that, shot everything kind of step by step, and then turned it over to Kellen, who's our brand and communications manager, to edit it all together.
All right, well, let's roll that footage. Angela, talk to us a little bit about the at-home setup.
Yeah, so in my equipment pickup box that I received from our awesome IT guys at our site, shout out to Zach Abear, who really helped us with all of this. I just went through the instructions and kind of just tried to follow along. I am not by trade a very technical person at all. The guy that was behind the camera helped me a little bit too. He would throw a little tip in here, like goes here, goes there. And so, but I actually went through the process of setting up the equipment myself. And, I'm glad that we now have made these videos. I do think it's going to make it a little bit easier for everybody starting on day one with Percepta.
And there you are with your just table that you put a blanket over, made your own little workspace. That's cute. Nice job there.
Thanks. Yeah, and again, the table part was really easy. Like I just used a very, very old folding table, and then just draped a sheet over it. So it doesn't have to be fancy.
And then here, this is another little clip from one of the videos that you did. Maybe talk a little bit about how we are preparing people to pick up their equipment.
Yeah, so we actually did an actual run through at our Houston site where I went through the exact steps that everybody is given on their first day to pick up their equipment. So, there's, you always want to have a mask on. You probably want to have your physical equipment pickup instructions with you. And then you also have to take the health questionnaire the day of. So right before you go to the site to pick up your equipment, you'll get a text or an email saying, please take this health questionnaire. When you're done with it, you screenshot it and you take it with you to the site to pick up your equipment. But overall, that was a very, very easy process. And again, shout out to Zach Abear. He was a big part of that. He really helped us in making that a smooth pickup. And so we try to include some personality and just some fun into the videos as well to keep it interesting.
It was great. I know you shouted out to Zach earlier, but when I watched the video, I'm like, is he an actor? Like, it just seemed so, but I mean, I guess we just do it so often and it's just very realistic of what you can expect. So great job on that. Also, I do want to do a special call out to one of our trainers, Thomas, in Houston. I think it was really him mentioning like, yeah, when we're bringing people in, we tell them that they're going to have to use an Ethernet connection. We tell them that they're going to have a workspace, but not everybody maybe understands just how much equipment that you get. And so I think this is just a really amazing tool that we can give to folks so that they can prepare in advance and come into the organization with all the right information. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I know we started off with a little technical challenge. Wouldn't be a normal Facebook Live if we didn't. So thanks again. Go Astros. Do they have a game today? Okay, there we go.
Yes,
Yeah.
All right, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.